guys, sorry about that dramatic intro. I got a lot of stuff going on today, so let's jump right in. What I haven't done in a while is give you guys a run over of my stats, my current stats right now. So what I am doing is I just came off of a crazy cut. Strength dropped, everything dropped, plus I was injured. We went over that in other videos. So right now I found that happy medium. I am at a 2100 calorie maintenance right now, about 125, 130 grams of protein per day, fats around 60 to 69 per day, carbs, try to get as close to 220, 225, 230, something around there, depends on what I eat. Now, as far as the strength is coming up. I'm surprised it's coming up as fast as it is. I'm getting a few more reps right now of the 225, which is good. Taking off more days just to let the chest impingement heal up. I don't want to aggravate it too much, but I am going to dial it up pretty soon, getting in more than 2 days of bench per week. See, that's my happy medium right there for that. I believe in more frequency when it comes to working out. The more you work the muscle, the more you're going to get out of it. But right now, just for the chest, I want to make sure I fully heal. You never know, that deep tissue type of injury, it can always come back to impair you later. So I don't want that to happen. Now, I do want to touch on this accessory movements. I talked about it a few videos ago. I do want to say it's very important. One of the things that's going to get my bench press up right now are the tricep press downs. As you can see in the video, I like the straight bar. That's my go-to move. You're going to see that later on in the film. But I want to talk about it with you guys. Accessory movements are very important. A lot of people try to say that they're not necessary because you can get all of your work done on compounds. That's true and it's not true because no one knows what their threshold is. So it's always key to get in as much as possible. In this video here, I'm pretty much focusing on arms. I want to get my biceps up a lot. Bigger biceps means bigger back because you're going to have more strength for those back pulls. So I got to get my biceps up. Plus, they're not as big as I want them to be. I have been working them out a lot, but like I said, coming off of a cut, you tend to lose a lot of size, meaning, look at it like this. Your muscle's like a sponge. When you have all that extra body fat, your arms are going to look a bit bigger, not as defined, but you're going to have more size. Because like I said, when you look at a piece of ground beef, there's fat marbled into the meat. Once you take that fat out, the whole volume shrinks. The meat's still there, but the fat's gone, meaning the size is gone. So I'll look a little bit smaller. Not too small right now. Yeah. But I'm a tad bit smaller because a lot of that fat's gone. As you can see in the videos, the strength is coming back. I'm hitting the 40s with the curls. I haven't done any overhead press lately because the overhead press, I don't want to take that chance. Like the overhead press, that whole motion doesn't really sit well with my shoulders. Incline bench press either. I was talking to a friend about that on Facebook the other day. I was saying, that incline shit, it's just not for me. A lot of people say, I haven't seen you done incline. I don't see you do the dumbbell flies or dumbbell presses. I tend to stay away from those movements, seeing as that they haven't helped me out. Now, they can help you. Everyone's built differently. My shoulders, they don't vibe too well with that shit, so I stay away from it. But the flat bench, that's a go. Now, one thing I do want to say, old story. One day back in workout class, heavy bench press. Then I decided to go right over and do some overhead press. Now, once you're on that heavy bench, your muscles, not your muscles, but your tendons get into that groove of hitting that heavy bench, especially when you hit as many sets as I hit. And then going over and then forcing your shoulders with heavy workout, with a heavy weight, to go up and down for that overhead press, that tends to put too much strain on your tendons, and that's how you get that. It feels like a dislocation, but it's really just the inflammation in your shoulders. So, know what type of injury you have. Some of you guys out there might not, right now, might have a inflammation and not a tear. But you have to be careful. I'm not a doctor. Go and see a doctor if you do have any shoulder pain and get that diagnosed correctly. Because I don't want to lead you in the wrong direction and tell you it's just a little bit of inflammation and you go out and you further fuck yourself up. It's not on me. Always check with a physician first. Now, for the rest of this workout, I did a bunch of different things. Today's pretty much just an arm day. Biceps and triceps, and then again with abs. I love these weighted abs. There's two ways of doing it. Keeping your body pretty close to the pulley apparatus and coming down. That's going to hit pretty much your overall ab section. To focus more on the lower abs, this is me. You want to stand out a little bit more and get more of a bend here, as you're going to see in the footage. That's going to hit those lower abs dramatically. It works. Adding weight to your abs really makes your abs stick out, especially at a higher body fat. Right now my body fat's between 10 and 12%. I've knocked a ton of that fat off. You guys seen the old bulking footage? I was extremely fat, so I knocked a lot of that off. Gonna show some footage maybe in another video just how lean I got. I got extremely shredded. I was down to maybe, I would have to say maybe 8%, 9%. I didn't officially weigh that in, but I was extremely more shredded than I am now. Right now I'm lean, I'm not shredded. I'm lean, which is good because I'm at that happy medium where I'm getting my strength back and I'm able to push up that heavier weight. Yeah, I found that happy medium right now. I'm pretty much gonna stay at where I'm at right now. I'm at a good 12% since I've been doing the weighted abs pretty much since the beginning of the year. It's been, what is it, 6 months in? Yeah, a lot of time on those weighted abs. I've seen a lot of growth, especially since before all I used to do was crunches. The crunches are good, but they're not going to build the size and the abs that you want. They will build endurance, but you do want size and endurance. Like I said, it's called muscle functionality. You don't want muscles that are just for show. You want to be able to be athletically inclined to be able to jump into whatever situation you're in. So remember, higher weights, endurance, lower weights, more strength. You need all of that. But I am ready. Everything is great. I really want to see where my strength is going to go this year. Pushing for a high bench press. A very high bench press. Squats, I'm really not into it. I like the leg press. I do work legs. I like the leg press and the leg extensions. But when it comes to the squats, I just don't want to take that chance of, vertebrae damage. It's not my thing. So I tend to stay away from those dangerous movements. Bench press is dangerous, but it's not as dangerous as other people's bench press. I see a lot of people use the suicide grip, which is cool. I do it mostly when I'm doing the, what do you call that shit? The machine press, where you put the 45 plates on, the, whatever you call it. Yeah. I like to use the suicide grip on there because there's no risk of dropping that shit on your chest. But when I'm on the flat bench, I like to just tuck my thumbs right up under there. It's not impossible to get your bench. I know some people say, oh, it doesn't feel right. It's safety first, man. It's not about being a pussy. Anyone call me a pussy, say it to my face, I'm pretty much just gonna end that situation right there. It's not being a pussy to be safe, all right? I'd rather the people out there, especially the people I train, I want you to be safe at all times. I'd rather you be safe with your thumbs tucked under the bar than dead with X amount of weight falling on your head. Normally it falls on your chest, but there is a chance that it can fall on your face. And it's not gonna bounce the same way as it does if you drop some weight on your chest. It's pretty much, it's a wrap. So be smart. Don't listen to these big steroid addict motherfuckers talking about being a pussy. It's not pussy to be safe. You'd rather be alive, like that one saying, rather be judged by 10 or judged by 12 than carried by 6. You'd rather be alive to lift the weights than dead because you dropped the shit on your face. So it's not pussy at all. Don't listen to those assholes. Half of them are on shit anyway, so they're null and void. So, yeah, I want to keep this video drama free. Don't want to make too many enemies, as if I give a shit. But until next time, guys, stay focused on what you're doing. Your progression, stay focused on that. Find a goal right now. Like I'm training some people. If you're in the gaining muscle phase, remember, don't overeat. You don't want to put on 10, 20 extra pounds of body fat because that doesn't determine how much muscle you're going to gain. And if you're getting lean, I really don't recommend you get to the point where you're super shredded, contest shredded. Now, if you're going for a contest, that's cool. But for the everyday Joe, you just want some abs. You want your chicks to be able to look at you and say, wow, huh? You know what I'm saying? Just like me, I want the ladies to be saying, hey, he's nice and ripped. It's not about being depleted and sucked dry, standing on a stage for a bunch of fucking dudes, Pauls. That's never cool, but if that's your thing, if that's what you're into, man, that's cool, man, with your little Speedos and shit. But anyway, we want to be athletically fit. The program's coming out pretty soon. I'm still working on the workouts, trying to get a beginner's guide and an advanced guide, meaning workouts. I want to start training people in this new program I'm doing. It's going to be awesome. I want to get people big and strong and lean as fuck for 2017 and 2018 and 2019 until fucking beyond.
Signed Gerald, I'm sincere. This year I'm in here, I'll spell it out to make things clear. And meanwhile your end's near, I've got a lane and I'm in gear. You people wonder who's next up, that conversation really ends here.